Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CGC. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Quite the eventful day today, not only from the price action point of view with a lot of selling showing up, but definitely volume, while not gigantic, above average compared to what it's had for basically the past week and a half or so. So some updates here need to be done. And the first level here that I want to talk about is I don't want to come across like nobody else has noticed this and I have some sort of special skill. And no, quite the opposite. In fact, anybody that uses charts, understands charts, has taken notice of this area. And I bring all that up because when a lot of eyeballs are watching the same level and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can produce some very dynamic price movements. And on CGC going forward, that level is right there at the $26 and basically 35-cent mark. Why is this area important? Well, if you go back through the history of things, you can see a whole bunch of times that level held as support, and that is just essentially right where the price closed today. So the big question on a lot of people's minds going forward is this area going to hold as support once again? So is some sort of bounce going to happen, which has occurred several times before, or is this the start of a much bigger breakdown? So that's why, longs are going to be watching this level. Potential shorts are going to be watching this level. A whole lot of people are going to be watching 26.35. Like I said, wondering, is this area going to hold up? Nobody knows. But that is, an area that from a trading perspective carries a lot of significance. And like I said, whether you want to call it a self-fulfilling prophecy or not, it could very well produce some pretty furthermore dynamic price movements. In the event 26.35 does not hold up and the price ultimately continues on down through it, while there is no such thing as a guarantee, if starts off on the day on Friday or early next week with high volume and starts to break down through it, then again, not a guarantee, but would not be shocking at all to see the price then potentially drift all the way down to the 25.35 area, if not a little bit lower. So going into Friday, initial area at 26.35, and then the next level of support right there at 25.35. In regards to all of a sudden the price kind of leveling out and heading back upwards, from that point of view, keep an eye on the purple line there, which is the 50-day simple moving average. But in my opinion right now, top priority has nothing to do with breaking levels of resistance. As of right now, it's all about just trying to simply go sideways or, of course, bouncing. But sideways price move is definitely a good thing, too. So keep an eye on those levels, and we'll see what happens with it. But, yeah, whole lot of people are going to be watching 26.35, so let's see what happens with it. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.